On our last episode, the party was approached by Clay, a tiefling who was a member of Morrow's Claw, and as well as a member of Visago's army. He tried to fool the players into giving him information about people who might have escaped Visago's army, but the players saw through his ruse, and instead of giving them information, Clay took his own life. It was very sad and disturbing. Next, they met up with Gar at a warehouse at the docks, who tried to end them, but they managed to take him down, and finally they met Barash, a dragonborn who seemed to have something to do with Louie's family's death. Running away from Barash's body after murdering him as well, they went into the palace where they met with Rethkul, and Sammy approached them and said, "Hey, you guys want to get out of here and come see my penthouse?" And they were like, "Cool," so that's where we are. You've been led out of the Porphy Palace, and Sammy has brought you pretty nearby. She lives pretty near this fancy district where the wealthier people seem to be living, and she takes you up a building made of sandstone. It has a lot of exterior stairs, and she takes you to the top, like the 6th floor of this building, and she opens up her door and shows you inside.
I just want to clarify something.
Yeah.
Is the palace called the Poor, as in they are free of the poor?
Oh, no.
There are no poor people there?
That is so good. I love that double meaning. But no, it's based on it's based on a stone that grows around volcanoes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. I was just like, it all makes sense now, but I'm just like, wait a minute.
Keep the poor outside.
That Dragonborn was kind of a jerk. Like, let's be real.
Sammy brings you into her apartment. She opens the door, and this is my place. It's not much, but it's a good time. I can see over the city from the balcony, and it's just really nice.
Ayden's gonna go out to the balcony just to get a view, get a lay of the land.
Hey, what's up?
I want to awaken mine with Loowee while they're mooching.
We are.
Ayden
is looking.
At least she's 16, Ayden. It's okay.
Oh
18.
my word.
14.
18.
Oh, okay. What does the age keep going? Now she's 11. Actually, joke's on me.
But I want to awaken mine with Loowee and be like, Loowee, hey, I see some paperwork scattered about.
I want to investigate as well. Well, Sammy's outside with her beloved. I want to investigate here.
Okay. You guys are looking all over. Ayden's just taking a look out at the city. It's a pretty great view of the city. It's the 6th floor of this apartment, and it's just Agrabah all across. It's really beautiful. Everything is smooth. The windows.
Agrabah?
Yeah.
Like
from Aladdin?
That's what I thought too.
It's very like Arabian.
That's what I was literally gonna ask. Like, does it look like actual
elephant
Agrabah?
marching with Prince Ali on the back? Prince Ali.
Yes, she is throwing like her handkerchief to Prince Ali.
Awesome.
You guys are looking out of the balcony, and it's just beautiful. You can see the whole city from here. It is daytime. As you guys are checking out this apartment, all the paperwork, there seems to be nothing interesting about these cushions. These are floor cushions on which she sits. Ayden, you notice that out on the balcony, this seems to be some kind of bamboo mat for her to practice her monk skills and training on. Out here, she overlooks the city. Dajjal, as you are looking on the table, you see a very, very long scroll of paper. And it seems to be an invoice for 116 pieces of clothing.
Holy cow.
Like, that's the whole thing?
The entire thing is a long invoice for a bunch of clothing. Loowee, as you're over there creeping on Sammy's bed, you find a piece of paper.
I want to take a nap.
You're going to take a nap? Well, she's right there, so that's kind of weird. But, you take a look at this piece of paper, and it has something written on it. It says, Mrs. Sammy Ashwind. Mrs. Sam Ashwind. Miss Ashwind. Lady Sammy Ashwind. And so forth.
Oh, ma'am.
I'm sorry, what?
What the heck?
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. I am so happy that it's happening.
What?
Don't fight it.
Ayden!
Yeah.
Come over here!
Okay. This is really nice out here. It's a nice view.
Oh, let me bring it to you.
What?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I bring Ayden the paper and say, I didn't know you guys were engaged.
Ah, whoa! And she grabs it from me and she shoves it down her shirt. What? What's that?
Oh,
what did you...
That was quite a night you had there.
Wait a minute. What?
I don't...
Do you even remember? I mean, maybe we're like in some kind of Vegas here, and you guys totally married.
Who's hungry? Food? Yep. Okay. And Sammy just rushes inside with Dajjal.
I'm gonna go over to Sammy and be like, Sammy,
Hey. You.
why did a nice girl like you get into Morrow's claw?
Who told you I'm nice?
Why did a seemingly nice girl like you get into Morrow's claw?
They have really cool club jackets.
Man, those jackets though.
But I mean, you do the Morrow's claw thing, right? Like,
Sure. I'm really good at my job. It's how I can afford this penthouse.
She does have.
So you're good at, you know.
Yeah. Are you like hiring? Are you like looking for something?
Do you not like killing sometimes?
Whatever. Job's a job.
Because I mean, you know, Ayden is kind of a cleric, even though he's in Morrow. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but he's in like Morrow's Claw too, so like you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe he's better at sneaking than I am. I mean, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty stealthy. I don't usually have to dirty my hands.
No, does she think I'm in Morrow's Claw?
You better have
Yeah,
to be in Morrow's Claw. You gave her a password.
You never gave her the password.
Yep.
Oh no.
But I just want to be like, yeah, but he doesn't, because he's a cleric. He doesn't really, you know, as much. He has me and Loowee for that, because you know.
So you guys are more like the espionage side. Like so am I. Like that's our only job. We're supposed to sneak around and steal documents and then bring them back, whatever, and then we get paid. But if someone gets in our way, you know, we both know that we have to take care of that.
But not kids and stuff, though, right?
Well, I don't know. It's something that's never happened to me, but I imagine things have to happen.
Were you acquainted with Barash?
Yeah.
He was clearly part of Morrow's Claw. What kind of relationship did you have with him?
Same relationship as everyone. We we were partners. We went on a couple missions every now and then, but we weren't like exclusively like always together on missions. Like sometimes you get assigned different people, sometimes you go by yourself. He's more of a brute. He has a lot of muscle. So if you need something like that, or you need to break in somewhere, or you're afraid of someone catching you, you take Barash. But for me, I prefer a sneaky approach.
So what would you do if someone in Morrow's Claw, say, betrayed you? They backstabbed you, and you had to get even with them, if you know what I mean, you know.
They backstab me, like they take my documents and turn them in and claim that they took them?
Or tried to kill you.
Oh, well, then I would take them out first.
That's what we had to do to Brad.
And you just say it? You just throw that out there?
What? I want to slap Dajjal with my mage hand.
What
so
happened?
hard.
Okay, what happened to Barash?
I want to... oh, God! I want to look at Loowee and be like, listen, I feel like it's better if we just get it out in the open now than someone finding out later.
Ayden kind of comes up behind Sammy and is like, hey, what's going on here, you guys? What are we talking about?
What did you guys do to Barash?
Awaken mine with Ayden. I'm going to tell her about
Sammy.
Barash. I feel like it's better just to get out in
This is
the open
something
now.
that I would do, Dajjal. What are you doing? This is my move. This is my move.
Wait, hold on. What? Okay. You guys took care of Barash? Like, what? I was gone for, like, moments. Like, what happened?
Do you want me to take this one, or you want to take this one? Because this is usually me, but you're doing it. You take it.
Listen, Sammy.
What? How?
I am part of Morrow's Claw.
Yeah, we all are.
I've been here longer than these two. I'm from Canterdale.
Okay.
Viraj.
Mm-hmm.
He actually
has been a member for what, 20 years now?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. How long have you been for the Claw?
Like 3-4 years.
Okay. All right, let me come clean to you.
I want to insight Sammy as Louise telling her this and see like how she's like taking it.
She's really annoyed. She's very upset. Clay is dead. Barash is dead. These are people she relies on to get her source of income. To pay for her clothes, to pay for her
Ayden
penthouse.
like kind of like tries to like relax her and awkwardly starts giving her like a shoulder massage. Like really super awkward, like yeah.
She like rolls her shoulders and she's like still obviously annoyed, but she's like allowing it.
Sammy.
Don't stop!
So we met Barash, and Barash actually remembered me from 15 years ago.
What happened 15 years ago?
He did a job.
Mm-hmm.
And the job was ended up as a massacre of my own people, all of them except me. And he remembered me, and he wanted to finish the job, I guess. So we had to. Well, it was self-defense, all right.
So you just joined Morrow's Claw, and it just turns out that Barash is in the same organization?
I did not know. That's actually a surprise, and I want to know if you know a little bit more about that.
I don't know anything about that. Why didn't you go to Gar about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't say.
I know those guys were huge contacts for you, but we're really close with Gar. We will be taking their place. Don't worry.
As long as Gar's okay with it, he's the boss.
Louie's gonna.
I don't know, you guys. Oh, boy.
Hey,
Oh,
you
no.
always get bad plans, Ayden. It's our turn.
So I didn't get a bad
It's your
one.
turn to fix it, Ayden.
Let's see how this goes.
Jeez. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
so look, I really don't like this whole idea because it means anytime, if Gar allows it, someone can stab me in the back. I don't like that whole, like,
No,
we're a family.
That's exactly how we feel.
We got attacked both times. Remember, we told you Clay attacked us?
Why?
And then we... Because he's a psycho. I don't know.
Ayden's like...
Is
He's
there
re-
something with
he's
Gar?
losing it.
Godspeed with me. I want to use thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And yeah, like, just in a deep voice. And look at Sammy and just tell her enough questions. Know your place.
Whoa.
I've been with the Saga for years.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay, roll
A
intimidation.
chill conversation, and he just yells all of a sudden. Yeah.
Just with a loud thaumaturgy voice. I've been with Visago for years now. We're just letting you know out of courtesy what we had to do. So yeah, let's be cool now.
Cool. Sammy gets up in your freaking face, like nose to nose,
Oh my
and she
God.
puts her finger
please don't.
up in your stupid
I'm gonna-
face. Don't you ever yell at me again. Listen, I already told you I don't know who Visago is, okay? So I don't know why you're bringing that up again. Try to get fresh with me again, and we'll see how Gar feels about that.
Haven't you wondered why there's been so many tieflings coming in and out of Morrow's Claw?
Because they're powerful in magic, and they're roguish and sneaky. Woo.
No, it's because
We actually have to meet with Gar today. He told us that you would know where he lives, so that we can meet him there.
Okay.
Can you you have that information?
Yes.
Cool. Can you show me, like, where on the balcony where we can find him, his apartment?
Yes.
Please. Good.
Sammy steps down on the balcony, and she points down.
Downstairs.
Downstairs.
Oh, that's marvelous. Pretty easy, huh?
You three stooges need me to hold your hand?
hey,
I
we're
can
getting
see
her
it.
off your back.
I can feel you're pretty mad, Sammy. But believe me, this was This was either him or
No, it's
or
fine.
us.
You're just killing my friends. That's fine.
We're not.
I wanna look at Sam and be like, how much would someone normally charge you to somebody?
Depends on who it is. Husband wants a new lover. Easy, 3,000. But if we're talking
3,000
gold, if we're talking something a little,
I might change alignment.
we're talking something a little more, a little higher up. Could go into the tens of thousands.
Who has all this gold? Who has all this gold?
I don't get jobs like that. That would be up to people like Barrage and Clay.
Well,
or
Clay's
us
dead.
now.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that.
Well, that's up to us now, so don't you worry your little head about it.
If you need to go visit Gar, just go ahead. I'll wait here if you want to talk to me again. If you don't need to talk to me, then that's fine.
I mean, we can leave Ayden behind if you want.
If you,
You
want
wanna
to.
you wanna keep Ayden. You
You
wanna
wanna-
keep Sammy's company?
I want Ayden to go. Is Sammy out on the balcony now?
Yeah, she pointed down and the door is open.
Sammy, I just want you to know
Hmm.
that anything that has happened and may happen, I just want you to know that I think you're pretty cool. I would put my life on the line for my friends, and I consider you a good friend now. Just know that anything that may have happened wasn't meant for any kind of ill will or anything like that. We were genuinely acting in self-defense, and it wasn't any kind of, anything toward Morrow's Claw or anything like that. I just want you to know that. And this is me being genuine with you. That is all. And then he just walks back in.
She stops you and grabs your hand as you're headed inside. Okay, thanks for talking to me. Makeup hug.
Uh-huh. You're like,
I heard the little. Is that awkward?
She,
Is it that awkward looking?
You try to let go, and she around your waist.
just,
She set her down. Okay,
She-
you guys go have your meeting with Gar. Be good. Stop killing people. Be civil. I don't want this thing to turn into I trust these people. They're all I have. Okay, I don't have mom and dad anymore. I don't have anyone
know
else.
that feeling.
Okay.
I don't worry.
Dajjal,
I do all I can to not kill. So
Dajjal and I'll leave. Go down.
what? All right, Ayden jumps over the table and comes out.
Just like a sick Dukes of Hazzard slide over the
Hey!
car, breaks it.
You guys head out of Sammy's apartment and you head down one little flight of external stairs and you arrive at a new door.
See if you have this one ready.
I want to see if I can open it or if it's locked.
Okay. Yeah, you try to push on this wooden door and it does seem to be locked.
Cool. I will lockpick it.
Okay. Give me a thieves' tools check.
Oh, I didn't know you did a check with those. Yeah.
You're able to pop this door right open, and it's just like a lock that's on the door, and you're able to get that open, and you guys are able to step inside this apartment.
You did have apartment.
Always,
Nice.
DJ, always.
He's got a smaller
Always,
apartment than Sammy.
Always.
Yeah, you guys step inside. Would you like to shut or lock the door behind you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say anything.
This is Gar's.
This seems to be Gar's apartment.
Okay.
I want to go over to the bed.
Nothing else.
I want to investigate.
Everyone take a different spot.
Yeah, let's just take a different spot.
Nice.
I'll roll you the best investigation check ever. Oh, I thought it was going to be a 20.
Can I do insight?
I will.
Insight? Were you gonna tell the nature of see if the bed's lying to you?
Oh, jeez, come on.
See a bed.
Gar's apartment is pretty much without decor. You see his bed, a chair, a rug, a desk, a bookshelf that's filled with a bunch of books and bottles, Loowee. On this shelf, Loowee, you see several books with pretty clear labels and three bottles of different colors. Red one, a dark red one and a purple one. Dajjal, as you are looking around this desk, you kind of see a bunch of papers. They seem to be receipts, orders for supplies and stuff like that for the Morrow's Claw hideout in the sewers. But you also find a scroll there. And yeah, as you're looking over this scroll, it's pretty short, but it says a scroll of forgetfulness. And you can read, it says, this scroll causes one targeted creature to forget the events of the past 24 hours forever.
Oh!
Forever?
I wanna go ahead and be like, oh,
scroll.
Use it on Ayden.
I mean, I'll let those guys know that I found it. I'm not trying to hide it from them, but hey guys, I found a scroll of forgetfulness.
It's mine though.
It's totally mine now.
He's like, we're getting wasted.
I found a rock.
I got a rock.
I'm like, what do you got over here, Ayden?
Ayden is looking around. Under this bed, you do see just basic ledgers and invoices and things like that. Supplies needed. There are some letters of a ciphered nature.
Yeah, I got a 22 investigations there in this chance. I got something else, like a hidden stash or something.
You don't find a hidden stash, but you do see 6 different books there that are labeled pretty clearly. The rest seem unimportant or without labels. You are able to find a book that reads Basic Thieves' Cant of this quarter.
Okay.
You are able to find a book that says Intermediate Lockpicking. A book that reads Man's Guide to Grooming. Gar is this sultry gentleman.
Okay.
It's a very
Bed,
suave.
gentlemen.
You also see a book that says Criminal Love, a Sultry Rogue's Tale. On the cover is a muscular tiefling holding a blonde elf to his chest.
Oh, Jesus. I want to throw that book to Dajjal.
Hey, Dajjal, you catch up a book that has the title Criminal Love, a Sultry Rogue's Tale, and on the cover is a shirtless male tiefling holding a blonde elf to his chest.
I want to be like, what a
Rubbish.
I know you're into that kind of stuff.
Put it in his robe.
fuck it away.
It's tiefling, Fabio. You also find a book that says DIY potions with minimal risk of death, and something that seems to be in a different language.
I want to throw that one to Dajjal as well. Do you know that language?
Dajjal, you snatch up this book from Loowee, and you don't seem to know what it is. It seems slightly familiar, but you don't, like you've seen maybe the letters before, but you are unfamiliar with what alphabet this belongs to.
Right.
Oh.
No, I want to throw it to Ayden and ask Ayden. Ayden,
Okay.
do you know what this is?
Ayden's like
Throw it
all
to
up in
Ayden.
these covers and just, oh, frick!
Jeez.
And Ayden, you snatch this up and you see that in Abyssal it says the creation of clones.
Of clone?
Clones.
Yes, I could. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
jeez. I could tell you all about this book, and it's very worrisome, you guys. Gotta tell you, it's very worrisome.
Okay, as Ayden is thumbing through this book, Dajjal is looking over these potions that Loowee picked up. You can see that one of them is obviously a minor healing potion. You guys have dealt with this before. Another one is a dark red potion and a purple potion. The purple one has no label on it, and the dark red one has a few scales floating in it. Ayden, as you're looking around, you see under this bed, you actually do find some papers way back against the wall in a box, and you pull them out, and these seem to be in a language that you don't speak.
Joel,
What, Ayden?
come
All
hither.
the
I want to
time with
shove
you.
them in his face. Like, read this.
What? Oh, God. What? Do I even know what it says?
Dajjal, you look at these papers, and Ayden, you look at your book. Ayden recognizes the book as Abyssal, and Dajjal, you recognize these papers as Infernal.
God,
We're a pretty good team.
What do they say? What the...
You kiddies gather round the old armchair, and Dajjal will tell you a story.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Dajjal's telling the
Guys,
story.
You have to hear this, guys.
You can sit on Pap Pap's lap. Oh.
Oh, Pap Pap.
Dajjal is able to read from these infernal papers many past missions throughout the years, and after flipping back through these papers about different missions the Morrow's Claw has put out, you find maybe 10-15 years ago something about a wood elf family living in a forest in Manshaven.
Oh.
You translate this aloud, and you read, Barash and a few others were sent to the Forest of the Moon. There is a wood elf colony. Their leaders have sensitive information that seems to have been overheard. And folded up with this entry is a small document. And it reads, To His Majesty, King Nelson, we, your humble servants of the Forest of the Moon, have overheard word that there is to be a plot against you and your sons. Your lives are in danger at the hands of... Whatever follows is burnt up. The next diary entry in Gar's journal reads, So it seems they did know. That idiot Barash was caught in the act, that big oafish dragonborn. Nevertheless, the witnesses were taken care of. The entire forest is gone, and any knowledge of the plot has died with them until it is carried out.
Oh no.
At this point, you see Louis crying.
Ayden just kind of puts a hand on her shoulder, like, ah.
Does it say what they were trying to achieve with that like the information that the Wood Elves had?
Morrow's Claw. It seems that they were trying to stop the information from spreading. So somehow this Wood Elf family found out about a plot against the king and his two sons, the princes, the dukes, and
The Dukes.
Morrow's Claw was trying to retrieve any information about this and let it die with whomever was privy to it.
So now we have this information, but it was 15 years ago, so not even.
It was 15 years ago, and the king and his sons are still alive. You just seem to know that it says, so it seems they did know.
Does Ayden tell us what that book is yet?
Oh yeah, like Ayden is like holding it, and he's like listening to what you just spouted out, and he's like, "That's nuts." But you guys, flips the book over and says, "This is a book of cloning."
Within this book, Ayden can read the spell which allowed Gar to create clones of the persons who passed through the labyrinth. It includes the use of blood to keep the spell active between uses and the nature of unaware demonic spirits piloting the clone bodies.
But does it say, like, could you clone yourself?
Yeah, it seems like you could clone yourself. However, it's simply a demonic spirit piloting a body, and all the skills are cloned, but the body is not very wise or very intelligent. It's more like a golem situation.
Ayden,
Yeah.
do you think you could learn that?
I don't know, man. That's some pretty dark stuff.
I understand. But that could be real useful.
It is an abyssal, and it does seem to need a sacrifice to stay active.
Like, does it have to be a human?
Pretty
though?
dark stuff.
We have a scroll that summons a sheep.
It's a good spell. some would say it's the best spell.
I can't wait until like episode 28 when we use that. I'm gonna grab it out of Ayden's hand.
Dajjal takes the book out of Aiden's hands. Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
So
you're
no one
gonna
else can
burn the
use
book. Nice.
So no, if we're not gonna use it, I don't want anyone else to be able to get it.
Ayden does one of these.
Whoa. There might be information on that. I mean,
So I don't want anyone else to know that spell, so I just destroyed that book. That's not something I want to take and try to sell for coin, because I don't want that to end up in the wrong hand.
Yeah, no, I hear you there. Aiden's good call.
Listen, Loowee, we're going to end this once and for all. Whether it be with Gar or Visalgo, the whole lot of them, we'll finish this, buddy.
Here, here.
Now suck it up, Buttercup. Let's go.
Let's go. Right. You guys do have these three bottles. Ayden, did you want to take a look at those potions?
Sure.
yeah, I show it in the potions. I took the book as well, the other books.
Okay, so you have a bunch of books. So you already know the Thieves' Cant of this season. So this book isn't super useful to you, but you might want to give it to one of your companions.
I'll take that.
What was it?
Basic Thieves' Cant of this quarter.
I'll give it to Dajjal. Ayden, you're a freaking cleric.
Yeah, but I gotta know things. I gotta be able to talk to my GF,
Oh, no.
all right?
I can read it. Is it just
Alright,
in
guys,
common?
you can share that.
Is that canon?
What? No, hold on now.
What
Is it in common? Like I can read it?
Yes, it's in common.
Do I gain any benefit from reading it?
You would if you spent the time it would take to read it.
Put it in the jacket.
We just got a trench coat with a bunch of pockets in it.
Yeah, it's really weird with his freaking clothes.
It falls on the floor out of my jacket. Ah!
Oh,
Put it in my
jeez.
bag.
You also, Loowee, have a book called Intermediate Lockpicking. However, Loowee knows Intermediate Lockpicking, so you may do what you please with that one as well.
Gonna keep it for now.
Okay. Loowee also has a book called DIY Potions with Minimal Risk of Death. Nice, Arcana check. Okay, after looking around the papers under Gar's bed, you find that you are able to identify these potions based on notes and scribblings that Gar was making about potion ideas that he had. These seem to be DIY potions.
Cool.
The dark red one is, it has a drawing of a dragonborn on its label. It has a few scales floating in it, and it seems to turn the drinker into a dragonborn for an hour.
That would be good for Ayden, since he can't use
Disguise self.
Yeah.
Yep. The purple potion has no label on it, nothing floating inside of it. But because you were already looking around these papers, you see that this potion will swap your sex for an hour. You seem to have exhausted Gar's apartment.
I am a little worried that Gar isn't actually dead. I
Well,
want
if
to
it's
vocalize that.
If it's I want to tell Ayden, if it's anything like the clones we encountered in the cave, he wouldn't have been competent like he was at the dock.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you. However, he has enough know-how to make all this other crazy stuff. Who's to say that he didn't homebrew a spell that can clone himself with maybe a more than one sacrifice? You know, I'm just very concerned.
So right now we know we have to go up north. Our only lead to Visago is up north at Weldfield. The only thing I could think of to help here is have Loowee disguise herself as Gar.
Yes.
Let's hold a meeting and try to get information out of people there. Like,
yes,
what the plan is. The only bad thing about that is Gar is the leader. People are going to be asking him questions, and if Loowee can't answer those questions...
I thought you were going to disguise yourself as Gar.
No, Loowee is, because Loowee has the cranberry, the raven that Gar had.
And so just like that, she whistles and cranberry like goes onto Dajjal's shoulder.
Oh. There you go.
No, you were going to do this one, Loowee.
Yeah, but you can do everything without using spell slots, right?
Oh, do you have
I'm using a special. But I want to say to Dajjal that I'm probably gonna be of better use hiding in the dark and trying to get information.
Guys, I'm gonna blow this. Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
But we have to figure out who to hold. First of all, we've killed 2 higher ups already. So now who how do we? Loowee, you're in this group. Morrow, how does one hold a meeting?
Would I know who else is upper management of the Morrow's Club from Vakesh? Or
Not as far as Vakesh is concerned. You had maybe, because you were brand freaking new at the one in Canterdale, you barely got into that before the whole prison thing, and you maybe knew one person who was giving out missions in Canterdale.
So
guys,
I can go talk to Sammy.
I'll just say, hey, Sammy, set up a meeting for tonight at midnight. Loowee, you try to get information off people since you're sneaky. I know Visago is our main goal. Our next clue to him is up in
Weldfield.
Weldfield. But we also know that there's stuff going on down here in Vakesh. We know Morrow's Claw has a plan for Vakesh. Why are we even here? Let's go up to Weldfield and get this.
I want to remind Dajjal and Ayden that Gar, when we first met him, he gave us, or only myself, 2 missions.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So first of all, he actually wanted us to find and bring documents from Frampton.
Yes, that's one of them, and then there's another one.
And then he wanted us to steal documents from the prince, records of prisoners.
Yes.
Yeah, but those were quest 4 Morrow's Claw, weren't they?
We're not helping them if we don't bring them the documents, but we can get closer to the.
That's
what's
yeah.
happening.
Maybe those documents are for Visago.
But our hardest clue is up north. These
Yeah.
are just like, they could be, it could not be. We know something's going on up north.
All right, here's what Loowee thinks. She thinks that we've done enough for whatever heist there will be in Vakish. We've notified.
We did tell that dude about it. He
Well,
was
that,
like,
that dude is actually the freaking that is the mayor, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's the one that was getting robbed, right? Or
Supposedly.
going
Yeah,
to be.
well, now he knows. If he does, it's his fault. We don't have to do anything about it. I don't even like the guy. He's in for slavery, so I'm gonna move to Weldfield and maybe find someone who can uncurse.
I just think it would be kind of weird if we just pieced out and left, and then Gar's gone.
We'll stop at the tavern on the way out.
Yeah.
I'll disguise myself as Gar and just tell everyone I'm leaving for a mission. Or I'm leaving, and I'll just point to some I'll put Sammy in charge while we're gone.
Well, they'll probably know by now that Gar's dead.
Let's we can go find out. We just leave the door open. No, how about we put Sammy in charge? Ayden, you seem to like her. You seem to trust her, even though she flat out said she'd murder kids if she had to. But you're okay with that. So you're acting like
Look,
she's
I partied with her a night. All right, she's all right.
But no, how about, is that a plan? Like, we'll leave. We'll stop at the tavern. We'll put Sammy in charge.
Hey man, you're Gar now, right?
I just wanted to leave. You're the one that wants. You're staying by my side. You're the one that wants to tie up loose ends here.
I'm in, man. Let's pop this popsicle stand.
Oh, Loowee, how far does Morrow's Claw spread out?
For all I know, all of the country, right?
Okay, so yeah, maybe
At
we
least-
should tie up loose ends here because we don't want to run into them somewhere else. Cranberry, you got this?
Yes, I've got your back.
Is it weird that you've died like twice already and you're like, how does that feel? Like, do you keep the consciousness from the previous time?
I do. I remember everything. It's strange, more so, to be alive in this plane, actually.
I was just really curious about that. Forgot I had beast speech. Could have asked you after the first time, but it's all right. Let's go.
Ayden gets like real close to Dajjal and Cranberry and is just staring like.
You hear Dajjal like making bird noises.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, is that what happens? Like I
You're
make
using
bird
beast
noise. Like,
speech, I believe.
I'm like.
You guys leave Gar's apartment and you head upstairs to Sammy's apartment. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. You knock on the door, and Sammy opens it. She's wearing a different outfit. Her hair's a different color. She's got different jewelry
Oh.
on.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness. Like, shit.
Yeah. She
Oh.
opens up the door. Hey.
When are you gonna stop changing your appearance?
Oh, I'm sorry, Gar.
Anyway.
It's good for this business.
Be at the tavern in 15 minutes.
Okay. She looks behind you and she sees Ayden and Loowee. Is everything?
Don't worry about them. 15 minutes, and then shut the door.
Okay.
Man.
Look back at those two. Did I do okay?
Maybe I don't.
No!
I don't know.
Hey,
Maybe.
you did great, buddy.
You guys come back through the docks. Loowee, you touch your claw to the door and it opens up. It seems to be enchanted and it closes behind you. And you follow this long and winding tunnel all the way back to the door, which opens up behind Gar's desk. And Gar seems to step in and notices sort of a sense of uneasiness and slight panic among the bar here at Morrow's Claw. Everyone turns. And this cat folk here, the snow leopard. God, thank goodness you're back. Things are. What has happened to the labyrinth?
Don't worry about that.
Are you sure?
We have more important matters to discuss.
People could get in.
That's why I am appointing you three Over.
What?
Okay.
Oh no,
You
Gar.
three
Yeah.
are to keep watch of the labyrinth and make sure no one gets in.
Yes, sir. And the
The
goblins.
goblins?
Yeah, the goblins have been put in charge of taking care of the labyrinth. Something seems to be going on with it.
I'll be like, you three, over here. I want to go, like, peek in there.
You head to the door with the goblins, and you look out, and the goblins say, "It's like they said. Something's wrong with the labyrinth. The door doesn't seem to require the password. The outer door, for good Morrow, and the cloning mechanism seems to be broken."
Yes. Is that it? Like, that's all that seems to be wrong with it?
It appears that people who are not in Morrow's Claw are able to pass through this labyrinth without a challenge, and just come straight up to the door and open it.
Disguise this door. Don't let anyone get in. I want you to make it look like it's a wall.
Roger. And they head out of the door, and they just head outside.
Yes.
Yep. So
And guard it with your lives!
Can do. One like hits himself in the eye.
I want to look and investigate that desk.
Okay. You take a look at this desk, and you see that one of the drawers has something written on it, kind of carved into the wood.
Okay.
The bottommost drawer has written on it, "A snake without teeth, yet its bite ruined me. Long and leathery, its head is feathery. Speak the tongue of Vakish's people." Sammy rushes in through the door behind the desk. She rushes over to you, and I assume Cranberry is with you always.
I want to use thaumaturgy to make sure everyone can hear me.
Okay.
Be like, listen, I have to take leave. I'm going to Canterdale. I will be back shortly, and while I'm gone, Sammy is in charge.
Everyone starts to bustle, and Sammy looks really surprised by this. Hold on. You're going to Canterdale?
Did I stutter?
Car, what's going on today?
Don't worry about
Did
it.
something happen? Some people start speaking up about how Sammy has little to no experience having been in Morrow's Claw. How dare she be put in charge of this organization?
Do I recognize this tiefling?
No, you were blind at the time, but she was sitting with Clay
Oh, yeah.
beforehand.
You, come here.
She steps up. Yes, sir.
Sammy is in charge because she looks the most innocent out of all of us. She can fit in a lot better places. But I need you to keep an eye on everything.
Okay.
As another tiefling, I need you to promise me that you will keep things in line here.
Absolutely. Leave it to me.
Very good. I will hopefully be back shortly.
Okay.
I want to swiftly walk out and be like, oh my god, it's working. Get out, guys! Awaken mind, both of them. Like, let's go!
Atop the desk, Loowee, while Gar was speaking, you do see a stone.
Take it.
Okay. It's just a smooth stone, and into it is carved a swirl. It's not a hard stone.
Can I inspect that stone real quick?
Yeah, run me an Arcana check.
I mean, I can probably do that as well.
This stone
Sweet.
seems to be imbued with far speech.
Stone of far speech. Hashtag thought so. I want to kind of whisper over to Loowee. Lou, did you take it?
Yes.
I want to say, hey, I'm pretty sure that's a stone of far speech. Maybe that's what he used to talk to Visago.
What does the stone of far speech do?
You can speak to someone with the other stone
It's a cell phone.
from really far away.
It's a cell phone.
Anything else on the desk or in the jar?
Just that bottom drawer, which seems to be locked and does have that riddle on it.
Ayden, do you speak in Dragonborn?
No.
Ayden has picked up a book from Frampton, which gives him basic Dragonborn understanding. So he can read the
snap.
Dragonborn alphabet.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
you can very slightly work out basic sentence structure.
Sweet.
So while you guys are piddling around with that, Sammy is like, okay, bye, Gar. It's an honor. Wait, do I need to know anything? Like, how do I get into, like, your drawer? What if people come to me and they want payment? Like, what do I do? Set me up here.
I wanna look back and like, you are not to touch my desk.
You did just put her in charge?
Go on.
As Dajjal says that, Ayden comes up to Dajjal and gives him a stern bow to the chest and goes over to Sammy, like, as to cut him off, and says, "Can you come with me for a minute?"
Yeah. What's going on?
Listen, Gar is a little under the weather.
Is something happening? Like, did something happen with your meeting? Like, you guys just showed up all of a sudden, and everything's really weird now.
Yeah.
People are dying. He's acting really weird.
Yeah, there's some strange things afoot.
Like, Ayden, I like you and everything, but like, this is freaking me out.
Look,
this is my livelihood.
I know, and we don't want to get in the way of that. And there's some things going on in the bigger picture that I think kind of subtly involve this organization, our organization. But we have to figure out what's going on first. And Gar, and it looks over to Dajjal, has to come with us to do that. We got to get to the bottom of it before basically we all might be out of a job, if you catch my drift.
Okay.
And then he just says, dude, like, dead. Like, it's bad news for us. So just trust me in saying that everything should be fine. I think we'll be all right. I know he's coming off kind of weird today, but a lot's happened. You know, he's probably got a lot on his mind. The labyrinth shut down for some reason, and we just have to figure some big things out.
I do trust you, Ayden, but I need answers. Who's Visago? What is that? What's going on?
Visago is a very bad tiefling who has seemingly been around for a few years, and basically just killing to gain power and standing with mainly his tiefling race, so they can pretty much take over everything that we know and love. And we are trying to figure out what is going on with that. We need Gar to come with us to get to the bottom of some things, because Gar and Visago know each other.
So there's some kind of tiefling menace, and you guys are going to stop it, huh?
Yes.
Dope.
With a tiefling.
With a tiefling. I trust you. I think you're cool. I think that you'd be safer not knowing.
Okay. I trust you, Ayden. I'll keep your secret. Is there some way we can talk to each other while you guys are away on your mission?
He had a note prepared to give to Sammy. Sleight of hand, where's that bad boy? Ooh, that's even worse. Wonderful. He goes to, like, gestures like a handshake, and then just drops, oh jeez.
Okay.
And then he picks it up and just hands it to her like a normal person. We will figure out a way to keep in touch for sure, but don't open this until after we have left. And keep it to yourself.
Okay. Promise.
All right. Cool. Thanks. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
And he goes back over to the desk. I figured out the puzzle. I haven't figured out the puzzle. I'm lying.
I want to message Ayden and message him and say, can you try saying arrow or spear?
Ayden, roll me a history check. You seem to have been looking through like basic vocabulary, and those words do seem to be important. Weapons to Dragonborn, and you say arrow and you say spear, and nothing happens.
Loowee.
Yo.
I think it's a whip.
A whip?
A whip.
Why are you saying it like that?
Why am I saying what? What way?
What? A whip?
Yeah, it makes sense.
What is the Dragonborn word for whip?
Whip.
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 As you say this, you say whip in Dragonborn, the drawer clicks open.
Whip.
DJ,
I did a puzzle.
You did a
You've
puzzle!
done it. You've done it.
Yay!
Good job.
Yeah, the drawer clicks open and you find inside this seems to be the drawer from which payment is given.
Wait, so Ayden opened this drawer?
Ayden,
Oh,
they wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
No,
And everyone is standing
You just
over
said
it.
whip and you're gone.
Ooh.
Everyone is standing over this drawer, and as you look in, you see a big leather pouch, and you open it up, and there's probably, for today, 1,800 gold in there.
Yes, 1,800 gold.
We can split that 3 ways right now.
No, we can
It's-
sit later.
Right now, right here?
No.
I just take it. Louis just takes it and put it in the bag of holding right away.
Guys, it's time to go. I don't know how many more questions I can answer without us blowing everything.
If someone stops you at the door. Gar, did you remember Jerry's birthday? I'm just kidding.
Where is Jerry?
That
Happy
son of a
birthday, Jerry! That old man guy, Jerry!
Jerry's your son, but okay.
Ayden just pushes him out the door. We gotta go. See ya.
You guys head out the door. Your horses are back at your hotel, the Berkeley Rooms. Would you like to procure them and saddle up and get?
Yes.
Yarp.
You procure your horses. Someone seems to have showed up to repair the door that Sammy broke down. You guys are headed to Weldfield, and you have your horses, and you start to ride out of town. There are people, of course, in their clothes to keep the sun off of them. The sun is beating down. It's probably midday about now. You guys head out of town, out of the sandy streets, out of the marketplaces, away from the drakes scuttering about in the roads and all the Dragonborn, and you make your way out of these massive walls surrounding the city, but on the northern side, and you guys pass out of these walls and begin your journey north.
So are we out of town?
You are out of Vakish.
Finally.
Drop disguise self. You are now Dajjal, Ayden, and Loowee. You are a party of 3 for the first time in a while, and
Why do you gotta bring it up again?
Woohoo!
Can we go along the coast? Maybe we'll see him.
oh,
Cranberry is an active member of a party.
there you go.
True, Cranberry is real. Did Cranberry turn back into a...
Now he'll have to
No.
resummon
No.
it.
I want to split the 1,800 GP that I had. You know what, guys? I can keep that safe for us. You want me to keep it safe in the bag of holding, or you want to
Yeah,
I
that'll
want
probably
you
be
keep
to
good
it
for
on
now.
secure on your?
I trust
want
you,
you-
Louie.
I want you to keep it in the bag.
Yeah.
You guys have trusted Loowee for some reason with your gold, and
What would be the reason not to trust Louis?
I-
Tell me that.
Karthus. So you guys are walking away from Vakish, and the sand starts to become a little more littered with yellow grass, and the yellow grass becomes more common, and it starts to grow into plains once more as you move away from the space between the coast and the trembling peaks, the mountains.
Are there any scorpions?
There are not any scorpions now.
Good.
Louise is watching out with her spyglass, and
Yes.
she's she's able to see things here and there, whether it's scorpions or other various large insects and arachnids. But
I forgot that Ayden's like checking out his shoulder pieces. Like, yeah, we got those scorpions.
Easy.
You are actually walking along a path, and as you're on this path, many Dragonborn are coming and going from Vakish and going off different forks and different ways to go back to the east. There are several slave trades going past you, seem to be moving to and from Canterdale. And as you guys are headed north, Night falls upon you. Would you like to make camp, or would you like to push through?
I say we take a little bit of a rest.
Okay.
So you guys make camp along this path. It's mostly plains, but there are a few trees here and there, and you are able to set up your bedrolls and everything, and make a fire. And would you like to do anything this evening?
Before I go to bed, I want to yell out, "Kid!" Just to see. Nothing.
You just scream "kid" to the heavens, and nothing.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Just gonna get out.
Just making sure. Last time that little punk sicked some trees on me, so just making sure.
Kid is far, far away.
I want to take the stone of far speech that I have and show it to Ayden and Dajjal.
Dajjal, can you disguise your voice as Gar and then speak into it?
Righto, let's do this. Cry. Wait.
10 out of
Gar?
Hi, Miss Garth.
Sorry, Gar?
No,
Garthus.
yes. Garth.
Garthus.
Wait. You should start with good Morrow.
What if Visago doesn't really care about Morrow's claw?
I mean, if you want to open it up with good Morrow, that's fine. I just don't think you need to.
All right, go ahead.
Visago, good morrow.
Okay, because you spoke into it with intent of reaching the other side, you hear sort of like a speaker out of this stone. That Gar?
Yes.
Gar, where the heck you been, man? What's going on over there? Ain't heard from you all day.
Oh no! What do we do? Who is this? I go up to Dijon and kind of like whisper to him, "Say, you've been busy. Ask how they are. Direct it back at them any way you can to find out
10 out
information."
of 10.
I've been busy. What are you doing?
I'm just hanging out. I'm knitting. No, what do you think I'm doing? I'm cleaning up the mess because no one's been able to reach you all day. People freaking out. We were about to send somebody over.
Where are you right now?
Well, I'm at the hideout.
Is this the
Which
bartender?
one?
What do you mean, which one? The one I'm always at. God, what's going on? Like, where you been? I stumbled
Didn't
out.
Steve tell you?
What the heck is Steve? What are you talking about?
Ah! Steve. Anyway, I'm gonna... Just Gabby's just...
Classic role.
No, I'm heading out of town for a bit.
Yeah, where you going?
I have business to Canterdown.
Ah, cool. You meeting up with the Mars Claw up there or something? Or what's going on? You guys having a little meeting? Whatever all that stuff's about?
Something like...
Okay. Cool.
What,
Well, how are the numbers doing? Like, you get any important documents today or anything like that?
Yeah, tell him you got the documents from Frampton. Tell him you got the Frampton documents. I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I got the Frampton document.
Holy shit, you guys got the Frampton documents?
Uh,
Did you guys destroy them right away or what? Are you gonna show it to Visago?
Well, that's the problem. I can't seem to get a hold of Visago, and I'm looking for him right now.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, he's always a busy guy. I don't know. Did you try the other bases?
I'm going to Canterdown, but I think he might be in Weldfield.
What are we doing up there?
There's an old camp up there.
Yeah, the old one, yeah. What about it?
He might be there.
Okay, do you think we left something behind or something?
No. Where specifically are you right now?
I'm in my bed. I was
Specifically.
in my bed under my blue blanket with my book, A Sultry Rogue's Tale. Did you finish your copy I sent you?
All I'm gonna say is chapter 9 gets intense.
Oh boy. Oh, skip ahead then.
Listen, I have some things wrong with me that I have to get figured out.
Nah.
Yeah, even I get a little under the weather every now and then, if you know what I mean.
Ooh. I wanna.
Are you winking? I
I
can't
wanna
see
like
you.
say it. I wanna say out loud. I wanna say out loud. And like, Aiden's gonna like.
Hey, who's there with you?
Hey, God, give me that. This is Ayden trying to change his voice. God, give me that thing. Let me. Hey,
Hey.
Jerry.
Nope. Wrong. Guess again. Who's this?
Tony.
Nope, this is Ty. Who's this?
Ty, you old chestnut. What are you doing?
Yeah, who's this?
Ty, you know.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna roll now, so who's this?
Ty, it's Reggie.
I don't know, Reggie.
Reggie Banks.
Are you making a reference to a movie I don't know? Is that what's
Cody, I'm Cody's cousin. Come, Reggie.
Babyface Cody, yeah.
Listen,
I don't know.
Ty.
Listen, I don't know who you are, but what's if you got business with God, it's cool with me. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Ty. Look, there's been some things going on.
Yeah,
I
like
need
a little
you
sympathy accent. Is that what's going on?
Listen, Ty, I need you to tell me something.
It's me, Joey Wheeler. What's up?
Listen. Okay, I'll be honest with you, Ty. I was just hired by Gar.
Okay.
He told me to get some info, and I did.
Okay.
So this is the thing. I need some info from you about the info I got. All right, you hearing me? Capiche? You getting? You spitting what I'm putting? All right.
I guess.
All right.
What do
So
you want?
look, listen. Don't ask questions. Don't worry about it. Just make sure everything's there. Ty, where are you right now? I need a location.
I don't know how more specific I can get that I'm in my bed. Like, what are you asking me here?
Ty, why are you in your bed right now? You should be down at the claw, raking it in. What are you into those books again?
Dude, first of all, I don't even go with the claw. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you might have been hired with the claw, but I'm not part of that business.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I want to grab the rock off Ayden, and in Infernal, I don't know where Visago is. I can't get a hold of him. Where is he right now? Where's the last place you remember him being? I heard that he might be in Weldfield. How accurate do you think that could be?
I mean, it's not my job to question him. He could definitely be in Weldfield. I mean, it's not too much up there, but he could be recruiting. A lot of people go there from Gual. So he could be looking for more Tieflings up there. And if people have heard that we had a base up in Weldfield, then maybe they've been poking around and asking for him.
There's something wrong with me, and I need Visago to fix it. Anyway, there's two people with me.
Yeah, it's me, Reggie. Come on.
It's me.
Shut up! I'm seeing Inferno. You don't even know what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
I want to tell him roughly kind of where I am.
What?
Kind of. I want to kind of tell him.
Why don't you tell
where
him
I am.
we're not where we are?
No. We're not too far from being north of the Trembling Peaks. I need somewhere where I could go to hide out for the night. Do you know anywhere close to here that I could hide out?
I don't know, man. If you could make it to Kragan tonight, you might find somebody useful.
Thank you.
Ayden goes up to him, whispers in his ear, "His name's Ty." That's all I got.
Thank you, Ty.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I'm gonna have.
What's up?
Someone's gonna be calling you, okay? And don't go too far from the store.
Wait. Cool. Over and out. Maggot or something.
I've hung up on you now.
Wait, what if the stone has a GPS and they can like track us down?
No, it's nothing like that.
No?
Okay, now
New
I want
universe,
to inform.
Cody.
I want to inform Ayden and Loowee that that's most certainly a tiefling that is part of Visago's tiefling army, and there apparently is maybe a tiefling hideout in Kragan.
I don't know. I think that'd be a trap. I think that
It's okay.
I think that Ty might have sawn through our terrible Reggie and Gar.
That was your terrible, Reggie.
Yeah, but I did get his name. Let's go.
Loowee, you want to hold on to this rock?
Not at all, no.
Oh,
If it's going in the bag, it's never gonna get out.
I really wish we could have found where he was, so we could have beat him up and taken his stone.
I didn't.
Wade says, just look for a bed with a blue blanket.
And Joey Wheeler.
And a book about rogues.
It's gonna have the book on it. Criminal Love, a sultry rose.
Criminal Love, yeah.
That was great. Oh man, I definitely don't think
you
we
said
should
chapter 9 was good. It was boring.
It was just character development. Where's the kissing?
Let's, if anything, maybe going to the Morex farms will be better than going to Craig. And
I think we
Not
should
to be
stay
confused
here
with
for the
Reagan.
night.
not to be confused with Craig.
You want to stay over, Louis?
I say we nap.
No,
I
I
say
would
we
say
get
we
our.
stay here. I mean, don't expose yourself too much.
Yeah,
They-
he doesn't
they-
know.
They don't know us.
Because right now, if anything, Ty thinks that we're by the Fen River, north of the mounts, north of the Trembling Peaks. We are more west.
I'm pretty sure Ty is suspicious.
Oh, I think so. I think so as well.
All right, so we'll set up camp here for the night.
Yes.
I'll have Cranberry fly around.
Oh, nice. Keep watch. I will make a fire. Fire. Hey, Gabby, is the W silent in Wallon?
It's Ulan. It is Welsh.
Oh, like a T?
Oolong like a
Ulan.
tea.
Oh, so like the old Oolong tea? A nice, nice Earl Grey?
Hey,
Nope.
guys, gonna have tea. You want to have tea?
Nope.
Nope, not even a little bit. Okay.
Ooh.
So we get our level 4 stuff.
That is true. You guys set up camp here in the fields between the Murex farms and the Trembling Peaks, and you reach level 4 for all the murder you did last episode.
Yeah.
Off to 3 dudes in a fight. You guys get all your spell slots back. You get new stuff. You get all your HP back.
I'm gonna start reading
Oh, geez.
my
Criminal F.
book. No, I want to read the book of thieves. They're the basic thieves.
Can't.
Can.
Okay, if you are interested in reading your Thieves' Cant, that will take you a good 4 hours to get through. Would you like to take a short rest and then read your book, or would you like to spend time doing that another day?
2 hours. Can I do 2 hours of the book now?
Yeah.
And then, because then I could still get my long rest in. 2 hours now, and then 2 hours later.
Sounds good. So you will complete this book later.
Louis gonna try and read that. Do DIY
DIY?
potions, whatever, minimal risk of death.
Okay. Yeah, you will need to spend an entire long rest reading this to get its full effect. So would you
Okay.
like to start breaking that up? Maybe because you only need 4 hours of sleep, or 4 hours of rest, right?
Yeah.
So maybe spend, because Dajjal is spending an extra 2 hours, maybe have 6 hours of that done tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Am I like traumatized by what I read, or?
You are not. Basically, this book has tips on creating one's own potions.
Okay.
You start to get ideas for creating potions of different effects and what things you might use. This is basically a book about how to carefully experiment making different potions. Dajjal is taking a look at this Thieves' Cant book, and then he sleeps. Loowee has a couple of hours of meditation, and then you peek into your book. Ayden is fast asleep. You guys wake up the next morning. Ayden is taking care of his ritual things. You guys start heading north, and you come across the Fen River, and you're easily able to cross a bridge over the Fen River, and you keep moving up north, and not too far after the river, you do come across a signpost and a fork in the road. At the road split, there is a wooden signpost. A sign pointing north reads Weldfield. One pointing northwest says Ulan, and one pointing west reads Cragen. Hastily nailed beneath the sign for Cragen is a paper which reads Magics for to purchase.
Magics for to purchase.
The number 4. Magics for to purchase. Purchis. Curse breaking, hexes, and fortune telling by Kristoff the Wise.
Curse breaking. Loowee! Let's go to Cragen!
Let's go to Cragen!
Spring break Cragen!
I hope they have beautiful beaches.
Beaches. Life's a beach. Okay.
I mean, unless you don't want the curse, Loowee. It says Magic's for to purchase. It's a nifty sign.
The guy's literally illiterate, but
You don't have to be smart to sell magic,
do you?
right?
Right?
Or not be from this country. What did Sammy tell you about Kristoff?
He was a dragonborn. That's about it.
A blue dragonborn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Really weird guy.
And you know that all the dragonborn from this country seem to be red and orange.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So what? He got died.
In Canterdale.
Just
That's when I start running towards Cragen to see.
Oh, you just,
Cragen!
Well, you got a
I
horse,
will-
so.
I will. Yep, I will. I will.
We're just
Trot
right next to
behind
you. What are
him
you
while he's
doing?
running.
know?
Dajjal has reared his horse towards Cragen. Everyone is following?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what's our objective going to Cragen? What's
Magic's for to purchase.
And magic's for to
And
purchase.
we can check out, see if we see any tiefling hideouts there on our way up to Weldfield.
We're gonna get caught.
Yeah, I thought.
Is everything a trap to you, Ayden?
It's a trap.
Mhm. Well, now it is. Now that we have, said that we're maybe gonna go there and find refuge.
But we can figure out what the deal with the staff is too, you know?
You guys head down the path to the west towards Cragen. You guys walk into town. As you start to walk towards Cragen, the sand has already turned basically to sparse yellow grass, but then eventually into grassy plains, especially more towards this river. Farms appear in the distance as you get closer to Cragen, and eventually houses fleck the horizon. And you come to a town and you hear music made up mostly of brass instruments and something really, really annoying. Sounds like what we would know as a vuvuzela.
Oh,
Just
jeez.
tons
What?
and tons of vuvuzelas. The things you play at soccer games, like, just really annoying.
Oh,
You guys hear a bunch of those, and brass instruments. And
I want to be like, you know what they're missing?
Oh,
Gertie.
Cool.
where'd you get a hurdy? Oh wait. What?
Wait,
Karthus gave him a hurdy-gurdy.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
And I would have not ever playing it before. Just start cranking on the hurdy-gurdy, like
Okay.
trying to rip it.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out how this thing works. You have never heard of this before, and only because it seems to have some sort of musical mechanical properties do you figure out this might be used for music. Make me a performance check.
Oh, performance?
I hope you fail.
Oh jeez.
Wow.
So how does
Killed it.
how does this little song go? It's your first time and you're strumming away, and you seem to be doing pretty well, just figuring this thing out puzzle wise.
Idy.
As Ayden and Loowee watch in horror as you're like
Once I
turning
was
this.
a young man. Now I'm all grown.
No. God, no.
As
Oh.
Loowee and Ayden are watching you turn and pluck at and drum on this strange instrument they've never seen before, Ayden and Loowee you get the droopy eyes. And it's
You're making me sleepy.
But do I notice as I'm jamming?
You're just jamming, man. And by the time that you're done jamming, you hit that power chord, and then you say, "Thank you, Cleveland! Thank you, Cregan!" And then you open your eyes, and Loowee and Ayden, you don't fall asleep, but you're leaning against each other on the ground.
Well, I turn around and look at the guys like, did you guys hear this thing?
Something's weird about them. They seem lethargic.
Am I smart enough to put 2 and 2 together, or do I have to make a roll for this?
No, yeah, you notice that. Yeah, if you can notice it, then you notice it.
Can I do like an Arcana check on my hurdy-gurdy?
Sure. Yeah.
Nice.
You definitely know that because of this hurdy-gurdy, especially after that majestic power chord, it seems to have done something to them. It has not put them to sleep, but it has made them very lethargic.
Is there anyone else around me?
You do see in the distance the beginning of a town. There are lots of houses and seems like businesses, but it's quite a ways. It's maybe 3/4 of a mile. And you see a few people coming up the path to head out of town from Cregan.
That's when I'm going to run up to the first person and be like, "Ha!" Just like...
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Just like, "Aidi."
Give me another performance.
It's going to be immaculate. Boom!
Bad.
Look at these rolls today, you guys.
Man.
Yeah, you start playing this thing, and there's a human guy, and he's like, he has like long blonde hair, and he starts like rocking out to what you're doing, and then he just passes out on the ground.
I just, whoa.
Just like, he's like, yeah, and then one nod, he just doesn't come up, and he just passes out.
That's when I look back at Loowee and Ayden. This thing is awesome! And put it back on my back.
Where did Carthus get this cool stuff?
I wish we knew that before we killed everybody. Wait, what?
Yeah, right?
You guys head into Cregan. Woohoo! So you have put a man to sleep, and as others pass out of town, they kind of poke him with their foot. they head out of town. They like poke him with their foot, and they're like, "What? Are you okay, guy?"
Don't worry, he's alive.
Oh.
He's just sleepy.
Oh, okay. So, you guys head into town. Ayden, did you get a book on Cregan and the Murex farms?
Yes, I did.
Would you like to fill the others in? Would you like me to fill the others in as to what you've read?
Yep.
Okay, so Ayden has picked up a book from Frampton about a brief history of Cregan and the Murex farms. Cregan is home to the Murex farms. It's a stretch of ocean dedicated to the raising of Murex snails. These snails, which have long white shells with many spines on them, and this is a real animal.
Ugly little critters.
It's a real animal. They produce a purple mucus substance. Dye farmers originally used to kill these creatures for a single drop of dye that each one of these snails produced, making the process of raising new generations of snails very slow. However, today the workers have found they need only disturb the snails to make them secrete the mucus, leaving the snails to live on to produce more over time. So, as purple is one of the most expensive and rare dyes, often associated with royalty, Cregan is very financially successful. Traditionally, homes and businesses in Cregan are decorated with the Murex shells to honor the creatures which yield the city's livelihood. It's a city filled with music, they have lots of sports matches, and very proud workers. They're very proud of their work. And it's a coastal city, and their seafood's also pretty popular.
Ooh.
I was going to look back at those guys and be like, guys, we have to get clams while we're here.
Okay.
We run into otter folk, I want to be prepared. Not to eat them!
Oh, yes, we need clams. Ayden's like, yes, clams. How can we preserve them? Do we need live
bag of
clams?
holding, right? The bag of holding is pretty much like a refrigerator.
No, they will die. No,
Bag
they
of
will
holding
die.
instantly kills things.
Yep.
You guys
It
go
will
get
die.
clams. I'll try and get my hands on some snails.
Snails. Like the
Yes.
those snails? Ew, I wouldn't try and touch one of those bad boys. Not even with a 30-foot stick.
Wait.
I'm adding everything to my inventory right now that I forgot that I
As you enter the town of Cregan, the grass becomes dirt, and the dirt becomes cobblestone in certain places. Colorful pennants are hung all over the streets above you, and the streets are lined with confetti. Crowds of people are walking in groups, and you hear these instruments all over the place, very loud and in your ear, and there seems to be a parade procession of some sort. You guys hear these really loud instruments, and people are cheering, and people are up on each other's shoulders, and they're cheering, and they're just walking through these streets.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going
Whoa.
on? You find a human gentleman, and he too has long blonde hair, and he says, "Hi, brethren."
Oh,
That's
hi,
my
guy.
purse. I don't know you.
Hello. What is your name?
I want to say, hail and well met. What? You seem very sprightly. What? What's what?
What's good, man? Yeah, there's just a game of mutton ball, so we're just really celebrating today.
The food?
Mutton ball, you know, the sports game, and you guys having been from these nearby countries know it's basically soccer.
Oh, okay.
I'm great at mutton ball.
Yeah, you should maybe
I
try
hit
out for
it.
our team.
I hit it with my tail.
Well, I don't know if that's like allowed or anything, but
What? It's not my hands or my hands. It's
I don't
tail.
think that's legal.
Are you racist?
Whoa.
Hey man, nah man, just the motion of the ocean, bruh. Have a good one, guys. And he heads off with the procession. It seems that two teams, the Peacocks and the Wyverns, have just had a match where the Wyverns won by 2 points at the last minute. People are pretty excited
Wyverns are
about
my team.
Everybody know wyverns.
it. Oh snap, we got some beef.
What you got to say? What you got to say about the Wyverns, Louis? Wyverns are my team.
Everybody know they suck. Boo, wyverns.
Well, they just won a game.
They just won the game.
As you
They
walk
cheated.
throughout this city and look at all these booths, you see that they are heavily decorated with shades of purple. Even the roof tiles are purple, and there are spiked seashells all over the place.
I want to stop someone walking by.
Okay.
Nice.
You stop a young lady with short brown hair. She goes, "Saw, dude."
Where?
Oh, is she?
You're really
Is-
forward.
She's like
thinking here.
45.
I would like to know where magic for sale is.
Oh, like Magic's 4-2 purchase?
But
Yes.
just, yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, as you just pass a look behind you at the orange stripe booth there, and you'll totally see it.
With that little booth. Is
Yeah,
there
the one your
magic-
horse just ran away to.
Ah!
So the one magic 4-2 sale. That's it.
Magic's 4-2 purchase. Yeah, you can find Kristoff there.
Yeah.
He comes into town every now and then.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, Chad.
Let me play you a song.
Cool.
Oh.
Hit it. I love music. We should jam sometime. I'll bring my bongos.
Your bongos, thank God, nothing.
Bongos are my favorite instrument. And flipping his cloak.
You playing Amazing
What?
Grace?
Yes.
Are you gonna challenge this person? Are you gonna jam with this person?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
So you are surrounded by lots and lots of people. This girl whips the bongos off of her back, and she's like, I say girl. This woman, who's like 40, whips the bongos off of her back, and she starts like laying down a hot beat, and she starts jamming, and like you guys go in
Right?
like a circle together and just kind of staring each other off, and there's like people around you like yeah, and they're just getting into it, and you bust out the
Oh my
hurdy-gurdy.
God. As he's playing this, I want to like go up to him and kind of like put an abrupt stop to this.
I just want to be like,
What can happen?
you can't stop the Gertie. It's
The roll has been made, Ayden. You,
Oh.
so as you're
Louis
jamming,
putting her hands on their ears.
okay, yeah, as you guys are jamming, about 16 people pass out in the streets. There's like an elf and a half elf who were like watching everyone like fall, and they're like, "Oh no, dude, no!" And they're like they're freaking out. Like,
Wicked.
everyone around them is passed out. Everyone outside of that circle looks over at you, Dajjal.
be like,
I wanna like walk into the middle of everyone sleeping and say, "My bad, I cast the sleeping spell. Everyone fell asleep because I couldn't take this guy's hurdy-gurdy playing." And then I want to slowly turn to Dajjal with like menacing eyes, like kind of like the guy from Happy Gilmore.
The half
Oh, no,
elves like start like picking people up and like trying to like wake them up and shake them, and people start waking up and they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" And they kind of start to get
I
up.
want to use thaumaturgy. Just like, get up!
Cool. Like 3 of them like, whoa, dude. And they wake up and they kind of like stumble to their feet and they head off. But the rest of them are slowly but surely getting up. Everyone is pretty excited about the win, so they're not super focused on you. The parade has sort of moved on through the streets, but you're getting some stink eyes.
Stink eye, that was amazing. Who doesn't like a nap?
Heard yeah. All right.
How do they know it was me though?
Because everyone around you within the radius started passing out, and Loowee and Ayden too are very lethargic, and they're like really super sleepy. Even the elf and the half elf who were afflicted.
Even if I blocked my ears, like while he was playing, I'm doing some tests here.
Yes. You notice among all this commotion, there's a tent covered in confetti, like most of the other ones. It has a fabric sign strewn across the top, tied to the corners. It says "Magic's for to purchase" with a 4. And as you approach, you see a cushion behind a small like table on the floor, like a tea table, and on it is a crystal ball.
I want to go up and put my hand on it.
On the crystal ball?
Mm-hmm.
You die.
Okay,
oh,
so
geez.
behind, there's a curtain sort of a little ways behind the cushion, and behind it, no photo touching, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
Yes. Out steps a blue dragonborn who has wrapped around his head a white wrap adorned with a golden chain, and he is wearing red robes. Yes, no problem.
Oh. What is this?
This is magic crystal ball. You needing service for magic for to purchase today?
Our buddy here,
Yes.
the girl with the hood,
Pretty lady, yes.
she's cursed.
Whoa.
Ah, cursed with beauty, yeah.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
Oh,
Come,
no.
lady, sit down in my booth, and he sits
Guilty.
cross-legged behind the. He sits cross-legged at the cushion behind his table. Yes, sit. We will make deal. Yes.
Deal for what?
Deal for breaking curse.
What kind of money do you don't take clams, do you?
We do take clams, but we take gold. It's better for using across continent of Anwin.
Yes, it is.
Would
Yes.
you, how much are we talking about? Like,
Tell me nature, of course.
I wanna tell Loowee, get out the staff.
The staff has been broken into 1,000 pieces.
Oh yes,
Is that
we
these
don't
pieces?
have we don't have the item that cursed her anymore.
what about dust from an old staff?
Ayden collected some of the dust from the staff, and you produce it. Yes, I can look over it. What is nature of curse? What happened as a result of dust?
Well, it depended. Sometimes it would just blind us. Other times we would just mute us. It would take
takes
away
away
like one of our
senses.
senses.
Interesting. Well, I will dwell on dust for a moment. And he holds the dust between his hands in this vial, and he closes his eyes. Yes, I see nature, of course, is very strong magics, but can be broken by Christoph the Wise.
The wise.
Christoph, I got a question real quick. What makes you so wise?
What is
Christoph is aware of all nature of all courses, can break any course.
Christoph? I got a question for you.
Of course.
Questions begin to cost money after a while.
Oh,
I want to know, why are you blue?
It is very forward question.
I hope
Yeah, Christoph come from different continent. Continent of the Dragonborn, Omnim.
my name's
Oh, no.
Louis. I'm not even talking, I'm just using magic to talk to you.
it's true.
So, it has taken away your ability to talk, and now you are talking through magics?
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot break your own curse?
It's pretty fun though.
You sure you want it taken away?
I mean, it depends on how much it is. Can
For
do a good
you,
deal?
16 gold.
16.
What happens if it takes your eyesight soon? Remember it bounced around with me? It might not just stick on your voice.
Can you? Is there a lifetime warranty on this?
Sure, Christoph, magic always work.
You better not be fooling me, Christoph.
No, Christoph, very wise. We'll break your course, no problem.
I'm not so sure you're potent with removing curses.
Please allow me to show you for 16 gold.
I mean, it's still 16 gold.
Give him 16 gold. It's like, hey, you know, it's and I
it
want to
took
like
me a
go
long
up to
time
like
to
Louis,
get
like
16
look,
gold.
it's 16. Look,
We
it's
come
just
from a
16
land
gold.
of
We come from a land down under. It's 16 gold, Louis. Just give the man the gold.
Listen, is magics for to purchase, not magics for to persuade me to do for free.
I'm asking you to do for free. I'm just asking you for a discount.
It's
just slap
discount for
down.
pretty lady.
Oh. I retract my slap down.
16 is discount.
What would be the price for those ugly men?
Well, I see no ugly men here. Perhaps they would like a very nice fortune telling after we break course of pretty lady.
I would love that. Yeah.
Okay,
All right, Christoph, you seem like a good man.
the best.
I'm gonna give you 16 gold. Impress me.
Can do, my friend. Please sit. Place hands on Cristobal, please.
Sure. I do what he says.
Okay. You place your hands upon this crystal ball, and he places his hands on top of your hands, and he starts like powdering his fingers and closing his eyes, and his eyes open and close, and sometimes they roll back in his head. Great God Sirik, we call upon you to break this curse. As he places his hands on top of yours, inside the crystal ball, you see a milky swirling, and stars begin to appear, and a little ooh, ah, and you feel a tingling in your fingertips, and he starts drumming faster and faster and clawing at your hands, and then all of a sudden he takes his hands off, and he opens his eyes. Course is broken. Oi, no, course is broken. Hey, don't you fool with me.
I want to use minor illusion and say that curse does not work without moving my mouth. I want a refund. Christoph, does not work.
I want to like hit Louis off the chair. And
Ow!
Did it work? Yes.
See, Lady Lady has pretty voice. I hear it. Very nice. I break course for you.
Is it really gone? Whoa! Can talk.
You can talk. Thank you very much for business.
Now, what if one of the other does that mean all of the curse is broken, or because it jumped around like maybe
No, Christoph has observed nature of broken item and sees that curse will be broken for all future times.
Perfect. How do I tell me, Christoph?
Yes.
How do I get my I want a fortune told.
Yes, please. Plop on down onto cushion.
Yeah.
Be away with pretty
yeah.
lady. Thank you for your business.
The
Thank you.
cushion is warm, Ayden.
Oh boy, it's gross.
Yeah. Oh jeez. What?
Oh boy.
What? Oh jeez. Okay.
What is your name?
Ayden Ashwind.
Ayden Ashwind. I see.
He's married.
In Cristobal that you are a very single man. It's very sad. A man like you, so handsome, no girlfriend, no wife going on in your immediate future, it seems. But
Married yesterday.
what shush, spirits are working. What tell me, Ayden, I see that you come from faraway place.
Yes.
Yes, tell me what it is you are seeking so far from home.
Oh boy. Probably just the the right path.
I see. You are here so far looking for a path via your god or via vengeance, perhaps.
Ooh, boy, Christoph, going straight into my mind here. I guess a little bit of both. If I'm being honest. It started as vengeance and then became more spiritual.
Well, before I get to your fortune, would please like 4 gold, please?
Just 4?
Yes.
I will give you 5, Christoph, because I like you.
Hey! Thank you so much, handsome gentleman.
All right, I give him 5 gold
Ayden,
pieces.
Place your hands upon crystal ball. He raises his
On
hands over this ball. I'm looking into your future, Ayden. I see that your road, you will find what you are looking for. whatever it is, whatever your heart truly seeks, whether or not you are lying to yourself. And you will find what you are looking for, but the road will be laden with sadness and heartbreak.
That's a real bummer, Kristoff.
However, such handsome gentleman will receive many offers from many ladies for his hand. Very young and beautiful lady. Very young ladies. Ooh.
Oh, boy, Kristoff, you're you.
I gotta shut that off right now. It's a kid's show. No, we yeah.
I'm Chris Hansen.
Why don't you take us, Crystal
Have a
Hansen?
seat.
Why don't you have a seat on cushion? Okay.
Oh, man.
The wine coolers are
wow.
just for me, I promise. Okay, so.
Oh, boy. Well, thanks, Kristoff.
Absolutely.
That
I
was,
see one more thing in the future.
Oh,
You will meet someone very much like you, Ayden Ashwind.
oh.
That is all spirits tell me today. Thank you for business.
Flip
I,
the table.
Oh, my crystal ball. I have 60 more. He's a prop.
I want to like halfway through Louie's thing, like when I saw that it actually worked, and when Ayden went, like Dajjal was like straight face the whole time,
Okay.
and I just want to not slam, but put down 25 gold in front of him.
Oh, jeez.
Shoo Ayden away from the cushion, and you plop down cross-legged, and he's sitting before you. Place hands on crystal ball. Thank you. And he pulls the gold and puts it under his table. Your name?
Dajjal.
Dajjal. Dajjal, I see in past you come from very, very strange waters, very, very clouded past that you try to escape even now.
Yes.
Has been very long and difficult journey. You are not so sure you are very separated from this world yet.
It's true.
Yes. Love has bitten you in the past, and you're hoping not so much in the future.
You can say that.
You are looking for someone, maybe the same person as someone else here among you. And as I look into Crystal Ball, and he closes his eyes, and the milk begins to swirl again in the ball, and the stars begin to appear. But suddenly a storm appears in the crystal ball.
Oh.
You will find him time and time again. Dissatisfied for a very long time. If you are looking for her, Spirit suggests you do so hurriedly and carefully.
Well, why hurriedly? Why hurriedly?
Whoever this person is, he knows.
He knows what? He knows that I'm looking for her?
He knows what she has done. You were right all along about what she did for you.
That's gonna be like, I knew it.
But things are very complicated. So tread carefully. Even now has been a very long time. And you have not seen her a very long time.
I'm gonna be like, love is timeless.
If you want
Ayden.
to tell yourself that, yes. Spirits have nothing to say on the matter. Thank you for business.
Hey, Dajjal.
Do me, I
Hey,
want to.
Dajjal. I have a question.
Fortune.
No, Ayden jumps in really quick. I have a question, Dajjal. What's your last name? See, you didn't think I was gonna go there, did you? Didn't think I was gonna go there.
Well, Tiefling don't have last names.
You don't have a last name. Well, that's fair.
It's
That's fair.
Ashwind. Brother.
Brother,
Your dad has some things to tell you.
father.
It's actually the same mom.
Oh man, brother from another mother.
No, the same mother.
Oh,
We gotta figure this
No,
out.
I want the fortune too. I want
Okay,
it too.
okay. You
Oh.
give.
You're amazing, Christoph. I want it.
Oh, very nice. We'll give 5 gold and we'll tell your fortune.
Oh, you paid for me. You did. He gave you much.
Not so sure.
He did. He did give you like 25. That's
Yes,
plenty
that was
enough.
for one very, very good, strong, powerful spiritual fortune. Spirits tell me that today you received much gold and that you should not be shorting man who has set up a tent for freaking 5 gold.
It was actually 4 Christoph, don't try and rob me.
Sneaky lady should call you Loowee otherwise. Yes, I know name. Please sit.
I get in 4. Better be good.
He takes your 4 and slides it off the table and places it under his cushion. Okay. Loowee, I see that from your past you come from a place of great fire. Terrible thing has happened to you and your family. This is so?
It is. It is indeed true.
I'm very sorry to hear this, but spirits say everything will be okay. You are working very hard to make world a better place where others have taken it down.
Will I see them again?
Perhaps in the next life.
What is gonna be okay then?
Because of you and the friends that you keep, world will be a better place.
Those 2?
It could be possible. Perhaps more friends, perhaps past friends.
Am I gonna be the greatest rogue ever?
Spirits say not to get hopes up.
I'll show you, Spirit. He's wrong.
Spirits welcome this challenge. You keep the friends that you have now. You perhaps make new friends. You perhaps keep old friends. But be careful of the organizations with which you are becoming involved. Could bite you. Do you seek anything else, Loowee?
Yes. How can I get rich?
Spirits tell me you have no problem using fancy rabbit gloves to get rich already.
Spirit is wise.
Yes. Spirits grow tired. Christoph grows tired. Thank you so much for business today, everybody. I appreciate it. We'll take gold. And he pats his cushion and it kind of jingles. This will do me good, especially traveling across Anwin to give services to lots of different people.
Wait, Christoph, do you offer other services?
Christoph is wise in many types of magics, can provide hexes.
Can you heal from, like, scars?
What do you want done with these scars?
Can they be removed? Or am I stuck with all my life?
We can try. Spirits do grow tired today, but we could try to work on them. I could easily do an illusion on them.
It's only illusion. I can do that myself.
Why do you not do this?
I don't need to.
Ooh, really quick, I want to grab the Stone of Far Speech out of Dajjal's many robes and say, can you tell me who's on the other side of this, or at least where the other side of this is?
Give to Christoph.
Boop.
Christoph feels this has been touched by many hands. Christoph could try a trick for a price.
Sure.
Okay. Christoph knows a special spell called Scrying. Could look into this for 12 gold.
How about 10? Only because I like round numbers.
How about 15 then?
That works too.
Excellent doing business with handsome men. Smart man too. Wise like Christoph. I look at stone. So he puts his hands over this stone and he goes over it in his hands and he thinks on it. Christoph will take a while to look over stone. I'm getting some kind of reading. Would you like to sit around or shop in marketplace while I look over this, perhaps?
Maybe I'll just stay right here.
Okay, then prepare to wait a while.
That's totally cool. Plop down.
Do you have anything for sale here? It's written purchase. I mean, there's something to sell here, right?
Magics is for to purchase.
Okay, good. Thank you. Got it.
So you guys sit around and you wait for 10 minutes. You're watching people coming and going with these Vuvuzela things, people partying hard in the streets of Cragen, throwing confetti. You get confetti like all up in your hair and in your and you guys are just listening to the people celebrating the game. There's some kids kicking a mutton ball around the streets, and people are having a really good time. It seems very jovial and genial in this city. After about 10 minutes, Christoph looks up from his crystal ball. Christoph is ready with your scrying.
Oh, I was just about to whip out the hurdy-gurdy.
Christoph, stop you on purpose. I see nature of all magic things. Be careful with this hurdy-gurdy.
No. Oh.
That is the name of this instrument. I know you do not know. So,
I was here to bring out the Flugergenheimen. That's what I named.
no, that is totally different instrument. Okay, so we... You find those in Hartford. So. Christoph look over stone, does scrying spell, and Christoph do not know person to whom this belongs, but Christoph can tell you where this person has gone to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Last person.
Wait, the last person to hold this?
Person who was most intimate with this stone.
Guys, that was Gar. Was it not?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
All
trying
right.
to find out who was on the other side of it.
Yeah, this might be
better.
better. This might be better.
Person who was most intimate with this stone, he can be found at the bottom of ocean.
But that was really good. But what about that was actually very good. But what about can you tell me where the person is on the other side of it? It's actually I'm sure you know it's a stone of far speech.
Sure.
But you can't tell me where the person is on the other
Well,
side.
Christoph has used scrying spell for the day, but if you come back tomorrow, perhaps, if I not leave town yet, could do again, and you could describe person on other side of stone. Do you have anything physical from this person?
I know his name. We don't know he's a tiefling.
Is this
He's a
right?
tiefling.
He's a tiefling?
His name is Ty.
Ty the tiefling. You come back tomorrow. If Christoph is still here, he's up in air. Not sure.
Because I know what it means. I slam $50 down, or 50 gold on the table. And I say, can you fix her scars or not?
Dajjal, don't worry about it. Keep your money. Just
Ayden smacks 80 gold onto the table.
It's not a matter of money, friends. It's a matter of time, and I've never done an operation like this before. Perhaps could seek through a doctor to look at your skin to perhaps cover it up.
it's all good. We should. You know what? We'll give you 15 gold pieces right now for tomorrow's examination on the forest beast, the stone. So
what
to
time?
make sure you still are here.
What time you plan on coming back to Christoph?
What time does Christoph plan on leaving?
Christoph tend to leave town pretty early. You have to jump from town to town. Have to give services to different peoples.
So
Never stay in one place too long.
So Christoph wasn't planning on being here tomorrow anyway.
If you come very early, and once dawn breaks, could perhaps.
I will sleep right here, Christoph.
Yeah, Christoph no have that many cushions.
I will sleep with you, Christoph.
Christoph not
whoa,
welcome
whoa.
open bed to anyone but pretty lady.
Oh.
I want to use this guy's self and be Sammy. Be like,
Whoa.
what about now, Christoph?
Ayden's like,
Sammy!
"Hold on.
Sammy,
Wait
hello
a-
from
wait a-
Hello
what?
from Backish, Sammy.
What?
Do you know Sammy from Backish?
Yeah. Do you know Sammy?
Everybody knows Sammy from Backish.
What?
You know, her name is actually Sammy Ashwind now.
That is beautiful. Congratulations, but spirits do not lie. They tell me a single man, so something fishy going on with Sammy. You know her.
Stealing my identity? What?
Was there
Oh,
any,
no.
are there, since this dude's pretty much gone, are there any other booths around, like, armor, weapons, stuff like that?
Yeah, you guys are able to look around. You find basic grocery booths. You find armor booths. Nothing magical can be found here, except that you do see a booth which says "Shells of Far Speech."
What?
Yes.
Wait, isn't that what the rock does?
Well, stones of far speech are like way better.
What shells?
What's the difference between?
I want to go. I
Is there,
want to
like,
go to the
planes
tent
of
and
far
ask them.
speech and like
Oh man, are they otters?
Because I'm just imagining the magic conch shell
The
from
conch.
SpongeBob.
What does the conch think?
I want to buy one.
Do nothing.
One shell.
You guys approach
Yeah.
a lovely booth here, just across the way under the purple awning, and you see a shopkeeper. Whoop, your horses are crazy. And you guys see a shopkeeper, and you pull up, and he has like long brunette hair, about my length, and he, "Hark, brethren, come test my
Oh,
magic
my.
shells, man. Here, have a listen. So here, take this." And he picks up the murex shells, which are these long, like spiny shells from these murex snails, but these are empty. And he hands them to you, and he hands each of you a shell. Now, most shells, you can simply hear the ocean, but these, well, give it a try. Okay,
Hello.
you
What can we
guys,
hear?
you guys all put this shell up to your ear. Is what you hear, and he just starts losing his shiz. He starts laughing really hard. Ha! Totally, yeah, we got it. Nice one, Earl. He says, and this guy, like from the curtain in the back, like puts out a thumbs up. And he's like, "Yeah, man." And no, but seriously, yeah, these are murex shells, and they're fire speech. Yeah.
What?
But
So how can you explain them to me?
Yeah, these are murex shells. They're spiky little devils, which allow you to communicate with other shells. You can buy 2 link shells for 500 gold, or 3 link shells for 900 gold, or 4 link shells for 1,700 gold.
What about 4 link
This is what it
shells?
says.
What about 4 link shells for 700 gold? I did my math. I get. Oh, you didn't hear, brother? I get the AA discount, my man.
The AA discount, what's that, man?
That's AA discount.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Well, you see, with the AA discount, as I'm sure you have heard,
Yeah, sure.
my name is Ayden Ashwind. And you see a lot of people, whenever they come up to me and they say, "Hey, I'm going to sell you something," I immediately say, "But what about that AA discount?" And they say, "You know what? You were right. AA discount."
Sure, but I think my friend Earl might have something to say about that. And then he's
Where's
like, "Hey,
Earl?
hey, Earl!" And Earl, like the curtain moves where you see the thumb that came out, and the curtain moves, and it's just there's a Goliath behind the curtain, and he is very large. He's a very tall gentleman, probably about 9 feet tall, and he's covered in these like tribal tattoos. And he comes out, "What's the problem?"
Oh, Earl,
Yeah,
have you not heard
but what?
the AA discount? Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. 1,700 is a lot of gold. Is there any way you could just help a brother out?
This is
Earl?
like the only magical item in Kragan, but you know, if you
How
guys want to
about-
take your business elsewhere and just buy some regular shells, maybe you could figure out the magic yourself, huh?
How
Oh,
about I
Earl,
play you
Earl,
guys a song?
whoa, Dajjal, hold on now. Hold on, Dajjal.
The streets are
Oh.
filled with people.
Yeah,
Don't fall
Dajjal.
asleep.
Do you have a brother, Earl?
Yeah,
Do you have a brother?
got
So,
15
like-
of them. Yeah.
So, okay, so do you and your brother use these shells?
Nah, man, they won't talk to me anymore.
See, that's really sad, Earl. But what I'm saying is, if you give us 4 shells for the price of 700 gold, you keep the 5th shell, Earl. I'll talk to you whenever you want, Earl. Sometimes, whenever you don't have a brother that doesn't want to talk to you anymore, you just need someone to talk to, Earl. And I'll tell you what, one of us will be there to talk to you. You just gotta call in, bring. Hello, hey, it's your buddy Ayden. What's up, Earl? How's it going?
Make
Oh,
me a
you gave me that sweet.
persuasion.
Oh, let it be done.
You made me that sweet. Give me that sweet discount, Earl. And look, boom, we're brothers now.
He
Look,
turns
Earl.
to the other guy. "Peter, this guy seems pretty cool. Like, I want to hang out with him. Like, I think we should give him the AA discount. You know what I'm saying?" And Peter's like, "I don't know, man. Like, I mean, these shells are going real cheap, man. We got 500 gold for one. We got, sorry, 2 for 500. We got 3 for 900. We got 4 for 1,700 gold. That's enchanted magics, dude. No one else can do that here. We're the only booth here that has that.
Yeah, but Earl.
Earl's not in charge here, man. I am.
What's his name?
You don't know.
What's your name, good sir?
I'm Pater.
Pater.
It's not
like
Pater, it's Pater.
Pater.
No,
Pay.
my name is Pater. Why are you saying it like that?
Can I call you Big P? Like,
well,
can I call you Big?
He's Big E, and I'm Lil P.
Oh. Okay, Lil P. Lil P. Let me hit you with the same question now. What if you guys had 2 of these bad boys, and we could just chit chat and have a good time? Look, you call us up, bring. Hey, it's your boy Big A. You know, you got Big E, you got Big A, you got Lil P. Sometimes you just want to talk.
Medium A.
And you know what? We can make that happen just for a measly 700 gold. You know, just think about it. And you know what? Every town we go to, we'll show these bad boys off, and we'll say, hey, you know, we can get these bad boys only one place.
Mm-hmm.
Only one place.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever we are. Wherever we are. You know?
Right here.
You're in Craig.
In Cragen.
Roll me another persuasion.
Oh, man. Okay.
Dude, these rolls are all like something's going on. It's 20, 22, 19.
This one's going to be bad.
That's gonna be it. It's gonna be a 5.
Told you.
I don't know, man. It's pretty low price. Like, you're asking basically for me to give you like 4 or 5. What are you asking me? Like, for the price of
Lil
one?
P, I'm just asking for. This is the great deal here, Lil P. You see, I'm asking you for 4. You guys keep 2 that are linked to the 4, right? So we can just chat. We want to call up Big A, talk to Lil P. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll just chat. We'll just have a good old time. Yeah, you talk to Middle D over here, or maybe Short L. You know, sometimes.
Notice I moved away.
Like, well, look, we can make this happen.
I want to slightly lean in and be like, see, if 2 for 5, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't 4 be 1,000?
Because it takes a lot of magics, dude.
So, couldn't I just buy 2 sets of 2? For
he looks so. No. Listen, I think you guys have a fundamental misunderstanding. The 2 would only be linked with the 2. They're not all connected to each other. The 4 are all connected 4 ways, dude.
Lil P, that's what I'm saying, Lil P. You make 6. Give us 4. Boom. 800 GP. Lil P, you can talk to me all day. Look,
guys, I'm gonna have to cut you off. We got other customers coming in, so come on.
I want to say, can I get 3 of them? I want to throw them. I have 1 black gem that used to be an emerald. And I want you.
No, you have an emerald that used to be a black gem.
Yes.
Do you still have one of those? Oh, because she couldn't take it. Okay.
I want to throw them 1 and be like, can I have 3 of them for this? I was gonna do deception and try to lie to him. Just be like, hey, this is a magical gem. This gem is magical, and if you go to the top of the Trembling Peaks near Mount, what is that? Porphyry, where it's volcanic, and you throw this gem or this emerald in there, out will spew out a river of emerald.
Roll deception. Guys, we're gonna have to ask you guys to leave. We got other customers. Good luck. Good luck buying anything ever from any magical place ever, because these prices are freaking rock bottom. So thanks for stopping by. We'll see you guys later. Stop calling me that. We're done. You don't get the rights to my nickname anymore. My name's Pater. And thanks for hanging out, you guys. Have a good time. But I never want to see you again.
I want to hand 500 gold and be like, you can't just have 2. You can't just have 2. Just give me 2 for 500.
I want to go over to Big E.
You say yeah?
Yes.
I want to go over to Big E and be like, Big E, Can I get 3 of those for 500? Sounds a little P.
I want to steal 2 with my mage hand.
What?
So right now, I have 2 that are linked together, right?
You have 2 that can speak to each other. Dajjal has purchased 2 of these freaking things that you guys have spent 20 minutes at this booth buying. Loowee, would you like to roll sleight of hand with your mage hand?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get 3 of them now from Big E. All right. All right. For the low price of 500.
Of course.
Oh my word! These rolls, Gabby, huh?
That's why I wanted to buy 2 of them before someone tries something else. I'm just gonna.
Biggie realizes that Loowee is eyeing these things and sees them start to move on the table. Your warlock has abandoned you, and Biggie picks you up, Loowee, and Ayden, he apologizes, but he picks you up too by the back of your collars, and he throws the both of you out on the streets, and he tells you if I ever see you two again, we're gonna have a lot more problems, okay?
Oh, carrots.
I'm upset with you. I'm upset with you, Loowee.
You guys have been thrown out. You must go and collect your horses in shame. And just getting our horses, sorry. And you guys head off. What else would you guys like to do?
Is there any?
I want to look back at Big E and say,
oh, what? You can't.
he's my best friend.
He doesn't know what this means, but he's like, yeah. Shut up.
So he was pretty clear about that's the only magical thing really that was there.
Pretty much. You guys have heard that Frampton is the magic capital of Leafin, and they pretty much advertise that Frampton is the only place to get magical items in Leafin. Carthus has provided you with a few.
I guess realistically, I probably don't have any rations left, huh?
You don't. You gave them all to Kid.
I need to go buy rations.
Can I also buy like a chain?
Mm.
Like a metal chain?
Yeah, you guys head over to this little shop. It seems to be mostly groceries and rations. So at this stall, you are able to find some pretty good deals, and the stall keeper helps you out, and you each find. You want to each just do 20 rations?
Yeah.
Okay.
How much?
So that'll be 2 gold each.
Boom. Guys, I'm down. I'm down in gold, guys. I only have 612 gold.
Oh no!
I've got
20
970.
rations. How much for like 100 feet of rope?
This shopkeep has a few basic things, rope included, and you can get a. Do you want 100 feet of rope for 2 gold pieces?
Okay.
You guys do see some taverns in the area. People are celebrating going in and out of taverns.
Yeah, sure. Let's hit up a tavern.
Wait. Did he have any chain? Like metal chain?
Oh, you want to get a chain? You can find that they refer you to, the shopkeeper refers you to the blacksmith.
Okay.
And you could head over to the blacksmith and find 50 feet of chain for 3 gold pieces. You head down the street and you're able to find an inn and tavern.
I want to look around.
Ayden spots an inn and tavern with a wooden sign hanging over it and a picture of a Murex shell and a purple snail sticking out, and it's called the Smiling Snail. The Smiling Snail. Would you like to enter?
Yeah, well,
I'm in. I'm down to enter this.
I need to spend the night here anyway, so.
You could?
We need to.
Okay. It's probably 8 in the morning. Regardless of the time, you guys step inside and there are people drinking like crazy. People are really excited about the Wyvern victory. They're celebrating. There's confetti all over the floors in here, too.
Is there anybody who can... Ayden's pretty good at arm wrestling. He wants to go up to somebody and say, where can I find someone to arm wrestle?
Would you like to go up to the bartender or just approach a person? It's
Yeah,
very crowded.
bartender works.
Okay, you head up to the bartender, and it is a lady, and she also has pretty long, unkempt hair. Everything's kind of frizzy and stuff. Beach curls coming in at the bottom from the sand and the salt. And she's like, how could I help you guys?
Where would I find arm wrestling?
Yeah, you want to arm wrestle? Check out the dude in the corner over there. He's usually out for a game or two, but he might be a little slaughtered right now, considering the Wyverns just won. So you might get a little bit of advantage on that.
Awesome.
Cool, dude. Yeah, anyone else? Do you guys need anything? Any tips for town, or you need rooms or anything for tonight? You guys hanging out for the games, or what?
Yes and yes.
Well, there's lots of stuff going on this week. Usually after like the final game of the season, which was just Mutton Ball. We had the Wyverns versus Peacocks. We have a couple of little games around town. We have a festival, stuff like that. You guys could take place right here in this tavern. Snail racing. Get in on it tonight, 7 p.m. Bet on a snail. Win a bunch of gold.
Are there any fights?
Yeah.
Snail fighting.
No, actual fight.
Yeah, you guys could totally check out some fights. If you go into town.
Enter in fights.
Yeah, you could probably enter in some fights. Yeah, for sure. You can't use any magic or anything, but it's just fisticuffs and yeah.
Well, arm wrestling. So fights, snail wrestling. Look, I'm real into the arm wrestling.
No, snail racing.
And the snail racing.
Yeah, you guys could buy pet snails if you want. You could produce your own snail to enter into the races here tonight, or you could bet on one of the ones from the house.
I want to look at
Where
Loowee
we
and be
buy
like,
snails?
"We gonna get a snail? Let's get a wild snail.
If you go out to the Murex Farms, you could pay to go pluck your own snail right out of there.
Wild snails.
Wild snails.
Mustang snails, we call
I bet they're good dinner.
I gotta go beat this guy at arm wrestling first, though.
them. Okay. Dajjal, while they were talking about snails, would you like
Wait.
to say anything?
Ayden,
Yeah.
I can help you with that.
What?
Arm wrestling?
I can help you with arm wrestling.
Look, Loowee,
You know what I mean?
I think I do, but I don't want to cheat, Loowee. I would rather not know about anything that you did to help me, if I'm being honest.
You will not even know about it.
Well, let's keep it that way, Loowee.
Okay, Dajjal?
I just want to ask the guy if he ever sees any tieflings here.
It's a lady named Nora.
It is a lady.
We all have long hair, it's fine, like, I understand. It's fine.
Ask her if she sees any tiefling around here.
Tieflings, I mean, yeah, if you want to, you said you're interested in wrestling, definitely go check out the matches. There's a Tiefling, he regularly enters into the matches down there, so definitely go check that out.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
What's his name?
His name's Percy.
Percy
Oh,
Jackson.
Jackson?
I am looking to replace a tiefling friend.
What?
Well, that was really sad.
Well, good, maybe you'll find one.
What? What?
Hi, Miss Carthen.
It's actually Carthus.
Oh
Yeah,
my
right.
god.
Oh, man.
Wait. I got another question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Is there a way that we could, like, create our own mutton ball team and play?
Yeah, you could probably definitely look into some people. I mean, of course, you can't use magic, can't use your hands, anything like that. But Mutton Ball's big. Like, season just ended, so you'd have to just do pickup. But, yeah, we got lots of parks and stuff you could play at.
Alright, you know someone that we can talk to regarding this, or?
Oh, I don't know. Just ask around town. Like, everyone here plays sports. We're all into Mutton Ball. We like the sunshine, getting out, hanging out.
That works.
Oh, I tell him to get me the strongest drinking.
Oh,
This is a woman.
it
Yes,
really
it is,
is.
Laura. Tell her to give me the
But it's a
strongest
man's
drink
drink.
she has.
Nora, you are the best looking guy I've ever seen.
Thanks. You guys, yeah. She hands you a tankard, and she says, it's the house special.
Oh,
I spit on it.
Is it
Yeah, it
strong enough?
Like, what are you going for? Like, what are you trying to do here? Trying to pass out in one
Uh-huh.
drink?
I want to just down the whole thing.
Okay.
Like,
Make me a
I don't
Constitution
get it.
saving throw.
I don't get Dajjal's motives on doing this. but-
He's in the city of drinking.
the
Nice.
jaw's wrecked.
Dajjal, almost as if you heard someone playing a magical hurdy-gurdy, you take this thing, you go Wyverns! And then you pass out and you hit your head on the counter.
Can I, before I pass out, can I look at Ayden and be like, I knew she saved me, and then pass out?
That's beautiful. Ayden has no idea what you're talking about, but that's great.
No,
And you-
Aiden's just like, yeah, sure.
He's talking about the bartender, right? The barmaid.
yeah.
Must I don't know.
So,
She totally did save you.
Dajjal, you are face down on this counter. You guys might as well take a seat here. Loowee, you sit at the counter with Dajjal while Ayden heads over to arm wrestle.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be looking at
Okay.
I'm
You can just
really
leave
interested
me.
in that arm wrestle too.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
you
this
can
is
leave
only
him.
gonna take a minute.
Like everything's
No, I mean,
everything seems pretty low security here. Like everything's pretty chill in Cregan. The chill.
I just put Dajjal like,
It's
you know,
only
like
taking a minute.
you kind of pull him on a
Yeah.
on a
Lay
seat.
him over
and-
the. Okay, sure. You just prop him over this counter over the seat.
Just weekend at Bernie's me.
Put some sunglasses on there.
with a note on top of him, like leave me alone.
Kick me. Okay. You head over with Ayden to this corner table where Nora pointed you to a gentleman playing or doing arm wrestling.
Okay.
I want to go over and shake his hand and say, "Sir, I want to be your next opponent."
Yeah, come on, bro. Have a seat. Yeah, get out here, man. Like, get. And he like scoots the last person off, and you have a seat. What's up? What's your name, man?
Ayden.
What's up, Ayden? My name's Garth. What's up?
Garth, you cool guy. Garth the cool guy. That's what I'll call you.
That's what everyone calls me, man. We gonna arm wrestle or what?
Yeah, of course.
Garth, how much are you putting in? I'm Garth. What's your name?
Garth. My name is Ayden. Garth. Boy, you've had some to drink, huh? How much did you win today, Garth?
And he checks his purse.
Garth, you a lady?
It looks like no, his coin purse. You know.
Oh,
He
okay.
checks his coin purse.
It's got a man purse.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones has one. It's a satchel.
That's a good point. Yeah.
No, he opens his coin purse. It looks like nothing, man.
What if I win, Garth? What can you?
I swear I had something a second ago. Hold on. I don't. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
I know Nora, so she'll hook you up with whatever you want to drink. You win, okay? Drinks all around. But if I win, what do I get, man?
Well, I guess you get the satisfaction of knowing you beat the strongest guy in the bar.
I can't beat myself, dude. Like, what are you gonna give me?
Oh boy!
Come on, it's gotta be a fair
Garth.
trade. You know what? I'll hook you up with a room for tonight too.
Sounds good. I will give you 10 gold.
Okay.
Okay. So
If you can beat him, he's pretty good. He is pretty good.
that's a lot,
Garth.
by the way. Yeah. Bottomless drinks and a room, man. It'll be It'll be sweet. Cool. So
Okay.
yeah, let's do this. Okay. And so he puts his hand up on the thing.
Do I have advantage since he's drunk?
You
Is
do
a
have
skunk?
advantage.
Sweet.
Because he's what?
Drunk
Boy,
as
that
a skunk.
stinks.
Okay.
Didn't do me much good, huh?
Oh, that's good.
The mage hand's just gonna be tickling Garth.
Garth.
Okay. Garth is like already kind of cheating by holding the edge of the table with the other hand anyway, and he's really fighting against you. But then all of a sudden he feels something under his arm, and his hand slams down, and it seems you've bested him.
Haha, Garth.
Come on, Adam. Best 2 out of 3.
Adam.
Come on.
Garth, they take
Ain't
it.
wrong.
Well, your
But
brother's Adam. That's right.
that is correct.
Double A.
Double A.
Come on, man.
Good
Give me
old-
that double A discount that I know
Oh.
about. Everyone's heard about it.
Garth, you were
Everyone's
Double
heard
A
about the double A
discount.
discount.
Hasn't even worked, but everyone's known about it.
No, thanks, Garth, but I'm gonna take you up on your offer of free drinks all around and
Cool.
a free room.
You do it, man. You tell Nora that Garth sent you, and tell everyone else to leave me alone, stay away from my table. And he
Okay,
passes out on
will
his
do.
table, and he's down.
Alrighty, I want to go up to Nora and tell her all that good jazz, and
You guys have procured free bottomless drinks as well as a room for tonight. It has 4 beds in it, if you would like to stay in it.
I hear bottomless drink. Aha!
Dajjal has risen from the dead, and he perks up at free drinks, and she's like, okay, well, we gotta cut you off at like 2 of those per night, so don't get crazy.
Aha!
Do you want another one
Oh.
right now?
No. I want to like put his hand down
Oh,
for
yeah,
him.
but-
No.
He's
Ah!
like trying to get the little drops out of this one, like looking it up. Yeah.
She loves me.
What
So
are you
sweet.
talking about, Dajjal?
I have to find her. I grab it.
Where is she?
Where?
Dajjal, who
Yeah,
are you talking
I have
about?
to do it soon.
What? I don't. Okay. What?
Hey, she was the best.
Yeah.
We killed so many people together,
Oh,
Ayden.
that sounds terrible, Dajjal.
Ayden, as you are holding up Dajjal and he's trying not to pass back out on this countertop, you are looking around this bar and you notice over Dajjal's counter there is a figure in full armor sitting at a corner table, and they are facing away from most of the festivities. People are like getting crazy and like singing and I themselves, and this figure
That's
at the
my song.
It's my jam! This person seems to be poring over papers and maps and trying to keep them dry as people in the tavern are dancing and swaying around with their drinks. On his back is a shield with a large oak tree rooted upon a shield-shaped crest. And that's where we're in for tonight.
What?
Thanks for watching! That was episode 11 of Path of Most Resistance from Off the Table. We'll see you guys probably next Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you around.
Boy, howdy, am I wondering what is going to happen on the next Dragon Ball Z, because, oh boy.
Find out in 6 episodes.
Yeah.